This is a generally I don't read video. Hey guys, it's Adrian. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with another Top 5 Wednesday video. This week's topic is top 5 books that you've had on your shelf for a while that you finally want to get around to in 2017. Before we get started, I want to give you a quick little note. I will not be bringing you top 5 Wednesday videos for the next 2 weeks. The reason for that is that I pre-record all my videos on Thursdays when my kids are in school. And in 2 weeks my kids have Christmas break. So there will be no more Thursday morning quiet time to pre-record my videos. So I'm going to have to start recording them ahead of time. And I just don't think I'm going to be able to handle 6 videos in one day. That will just be the death of me. But enough business. Let's get down to it. These are the top 5 books that I finally want to read in the year 2017. Now the first book that I want to talk to you about is a book that I don't actually have at the moment because I just sent it to a friend of mine. And that book is The Last Time We Say Goodbye by Cynthia Head. This is a book that follows a girl named Lex who is dealing with the suicide of her brother Tyler. Now generally I don't read these kind of books very often because I find them kind of depressing. But I previously read the Unearthly trilogy by Cynthia Head and I really loved it, so I wanted to pick up something else by her. The second book in my top 5 is actually a series, and that is the Selection series by Kiera Cass. I've heard great things about this book. I've heard that it's kind of like The Bachelor, and I like the last one. Generally I don't read these kind of books very often. But I've been reading a lot of dark topics lately, so the light, fluffy reads have been kind of drawing my attention. This one is about a girl named American Singer, and she's been drafted to be one of the 35 selected that enters the competition to marry the prince. Well, most girls are absolutely thrilled by this idea, but America is not, because she's in love with someone from a lower class, and nobody else knows about it but that. So that's about all I know about the series so far, and I do plan on reading this book rather soon because it is kind of lighthearted. The third book of my top 5 is The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender by Leslie Walton. Now this is a magical realism book, and as far as I know, I don't think I've actually read a magical realism book before. Maybe I'm wrong, but my memory is failing me at the moment. This is a story about a girl named Ava Lavender, and Ava is a special creature because she's born with wings. Now Ava tells the story of her life and her family, starting with her great-grandmother all the way down to herself. Again, I don't know much about this story because I try not to spoil myself with too many reviews for books that I haven't read yet, but I've heard that it's very whimsical and very beautiful, so I am looking forward to reading this one as well. Book number 4, Winter by Marissa Meyer. This is the last book in the Lunar Chronicles series, and the Lunar Chronicles are fairy tale retellings with a sci-fi twist. There are 4 books in the series, starting with Cinder, which is a retelling of Cinderella, Scarlet, which is a retelling of Little Red Riding Hood, Crest, which is a retelling of Rapunzel, and Winter, which is a retelling of Snow White. I was a little skeptical going into the series because I thought that I would know how the series ends, because I not only know the Disney version, but I also know the Brothers Grimm version, so I figured I could figure out the outcome, but I was wrong. Marissa Meyer did a really good job with this. Now the series starts off by following a girl named Cinder, who is the equivalent of Cinderella, and Cinder is a cyborg, and she finds herself in the middle of a war between Earth and Luna and the people of Luna. Generally, I don't read sci-fi books, but this is a really great one. So if you're like me and not a huge sci-fi fan, this is a way to start stepping into the genre. Now, the last book on my top 5 is The Heart of Betrayal by Mary E. Pearson. This is the second book in the Remnant Chronicles trilogy, and for those of you who are not familiar with this trilogy, the first book is called The Kiss of Deception, and it follows a princess who is destined to marry a prince, but she decides that that's not what she wants for her life, so she runs away. And she's followed by these 2 men. One of them is the prince she was supposed to marry, and the other is the assassin that's been hired to kill her. And she encounters both of them, and we don't know, and neither does she know, which one is which. It's a really great, interesting story, and I've heard that the second one is full of more political intrigue, which is right up my alley. So I will be reading this one in 2017 as well, I hope. Alright guys, that wraps it up for today. If you are a fan of the Top 5 Wednesday videos, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget that there will not be a Top 5 Wednesday video for the next 2 weeks. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you'd subscribe and join my little community here. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye!